Hello, YouTube. This is Chuck the Truck, AK, and today I will be posting my anime collection vid. And I'll show you all my collection, and as we're going, I'll talk about why I'm doing this. First, I have A Certain Scientific Railgun. Really fun show. I've only seen the first few episodes, so I can't wait to get into that. That showed up today, actually. So it just got added to the collection, along with a few in here, and I'll point them out as I go. Next to that, if you're looking for a hilarious anime, you have Baka and Test. Real fun show. I have both seasons and the OVA. Next to that, if you're looking for action, and you don't mind above more than 200 f bombs in the series, when it's like a just curious. Between the two seasons, it doesn't say, but off the top of my head. But between two seasons, it averages about 100 f bombs per season. So, if you don't mind that, there you go. Next to that, I have Chrome Shielded Regios. That's a fun one. Regios is essentially a roaming town. Humanity's driven the planet to the point of extinction, and so now our towns have to move around to stay alive. Our cities have to move around to stay alive, and they're called Regioses. We follow one that's an academy city, essentially. One that's all schools, and it has fun. Next to that, I have Code Geass, the Leush Rebellion. This is a really fun one that my buddy Zero Thresher got me into, and he's actually the reason I'm doing this vid. He's posting his, so I decided I would post mine. And we're in the middle of an arms race in our manga collections to see who can have the most by September. So you'll see another manga collection vid from me then. Up next to that, I have my childhood Digimon Digital Monsters Seasons 1, 2, and 3. Although 3 is technically Digimon Digital Tamers. All three very good, very fun shows. Next to that, and I do consider them, these two I consider, 1 and 2 I consider one series. This I consider a separate series with the same name. Because you don't see any of these two, you see the characters returning. The characters from this one return to this one. They tie together very well. You don't see any of the characters in this one, which is interesting. Next to that, and that I'll be watching soon too, that just showed up. Next to that, I have my Dragon Ball collection. If you have Dragon Ball, is a great show. Not needed to watch Dragon Ball Z, but it's like a nice to have to watch Dragon Ball Z, because it does answer a few questions at the beginning, but most of those questions are forgotten by the end of season 1. But it is part of the story, and if you get them all, it's a nice complete story. Next to that, I have the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Along with what movies I have been able to get my hands on. Movies include The Dead Zone, The World's Strongest, Tree of Might, Lord Slug, Cooler's Revenge, Return of Cooler, Super Android 13, Broly, the Legendary Super Saiyan, BoJack Unbound, Broly, the Second Coming, Bio Broly, Fusion Reborn, and Wrath of the Dragon. And I also have the history of Trunks and Bardock, Father of Goku, on Blu-ray right there next to it. If you have not watched this series, go watch this series. You have no other choice. Go. No, I don't want. No, go watch the series. Next to that, I have Faner, I believe is how you say that name. It's a real interesting one. I got this one because I like mech animes, and generally mech animes are a good solid sell, but this one, the pacing's a little slow. I'm not crazy about it. I'm about halfway through it though. Next to that, I have my fairy tale collection, and what some of you are no doubt going to notice is I have 3, 4, and 5 on that. To fill you in, I gave the cases for 1 and 2 to my buddy Zero Thresher with the DVD copies through 4. I kept the Blu-ray copies because these are DVD Blu-ray combo packs. So he has those cases. And number 5 just showed up, and I can't wait to watch that and see all that. Next to that, I have Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, real fun show. I'm hoping it'll be a real fun show. It just showed up today, along with 5 and a couple others. I also got the AVO. Listen to me, OVA came with it. Can't wait to enjoy that. Next to that, I have Full Metal Panic. Again, real fun show, hilarious, very funny. It's enjoyable. You'll enjoy it if you watch it. It's got good action, good funny. Next to that, Gundam 00, and that again too is a real good series. It's Gundam. It's hard to go wrong with a Gundam series that I've seen. I haven't seen one I disliked. I've seen ones I like less than others, but I haven't seen one I disliked. Next to that, I have Gundam Seed and Gundam Seed Destiny. Gundam Seed, really enjoyed. Gundam Seed Destiny, that's one of those ones I could have gone without seeing. Not horrible, not great though either. Next to that, I have Gurren Lagann, real fun show. And I just have to say, who the hell do you think I am? If you've seen the show, you get that reference. If not, go watch the show, you'll get the reference. Next to that, I have High School of the Dead. This one, there's your summary. It's zombies and them, plus her. And a couple other characters you really don't care about, except for the doctor. That's not one to watch if you're serious. It doesn't take itself seriously either. Next to that, I have I think that's how you pronounce it, Conan. I picked this up because I just gotten through watching Clandid, and this was like $15 as opposed to however much Clandid was going to be to buy it. So I picked it up to enjoy it because it looked similar and enjoyable, and it was. Next to that, I have Cosmostigma. I'm going to pull this out because it was a save, and otherwise you won't be able to identify it. Real fun show, real interesting, good to enjoy. Next to that, I have Mass Effect Paragon Lost. This is one of Funimation actually completely made this one themselves, as opposed to most of their other stuff. They just do English dubs to get them out to you. This was completely them. They animated it and everything. Real good show. I really enjoyed James Vega. Made me appreciate his character once I got into the game better than I did the first time I played through Mass Effect 3. Next to that, I have Rosario plus a Vampire. Real fun show. I have Seasons 1 and Cap 2. One of my favorite things about this is between this and reading the manga, I do both. They're very different. And this one took the names and some of the same situations and left it at that, and left a lot out and made it its own series. I thought that was a positive. Sometimes that can be a negative though. That's really more just personal opinion, and I also think it varies from attempt to attempt. Because from what I understand, Full Metal Alchemist, which didn't follow the manga, didn't have a very good ending to it. Whereas, from what I understand, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood has a very good ending to it. So, I think it's hit or miss. Now, that has been Shelf 1. So, I am just starting a second shelf. So, we'll start with that. Here is Sekirei. I'm going to give you a one-word summary of this show. If you've seen it, you'll understand. If not, well, you'll probably understand too, once I show you the characters. One-word summary. Boobies! There you go. One-word summary. This is your main character. One of the main characters, Musabi. She is a Sekirei. And here is another Sekirei. All the Sekireis fight a lot. And their clothes get torn up. A lot. A lot. Like, a lot. That's about all I can say about that show. It's good. It's funny. It's actually got a really good story to go with it, which is nice. It's not just all fan service, which is enjoyable. it blends the two fairly well. It's a little bit over the top on the fan service side, but it's good. Next to that, I have my Soul Eater I have my Soul Eater, the complete series. Real fun show, really enjoyable. And then there's this series. If anyone can tell me how to pronounce that name, please do so. Otherwise, really enjoyable show. This one I got solely because it was a save, and it looked interesting. I judged this one by its cover, and I'll do that with saves. The super amazing value editions. I think I picked up this. It's a 26 episode series. I got it for like $15. Real fun. Well, anyway, that is my anime collection. So we'll see how my buddy post is. After this, I'm going to start doing collection. I'm going to start doing. I think I'm going to start out with twice a month pickup vids, and after that, we'll see if I decide that's too much or not, or if I need to do more videos or less at that point. Anyway, salutate this. Anyway, farewell from Chuck the Truck, AK, up here in the great state of Alaska.